Women, do not lower your standards for no man. If y'all know what y'all want, you make sure you get it, and that's on period.
Now, when you say period, you mean like the time of the month for you? Oh, I get it. On period because that's on blood, like, that's still nasty.
You're a little nasty.
But what's good, bitches? Today, we're gonna be reacting to Toni's video, and we're starting right now.
Rim low on my fitted, dreams has always been vivid. I'm just trying to go get it, catch me right around and I'm ignorant, I'm just rolling.
Buy my t-shirt, little bitch.
So tell them get on my level, ho. I'm burning up, see I'm hotter than where the devil go. It ain't enough till I'm burning down.
Toni, I didn't come looking for you. The algorithm found me, and we're here now. So let's do it. You're attractive. You kind of look like a young Tommy. Not that Tommy, dumbass. This one.
You ready to talk? Call me anytime, all right? Okay?
Well, let me lock you out because I just was like, what the f*** into you?
I love that scene. It warms the ratchet side of my heart. But anyways, Toni is attractive, but let's see if she becomes average at best after these videos. The first video, why dating in 2021 sucks. Let's take a look.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about why dating sucks in 2021. If you clicked on this video, you're probably feeling the same exact way as me because it feels like there's like no options out there, okay? And that goes for men and women, I suppose. I mean, I'm not dating women, but I made a TikTok about how I think all men are like trash these days, and I got a lot of men that aren't even like, I don't even want to say men, boys that aren't even at my level, like getting so angry and butthurt. So I'm gonna try and be nice this time.
She lost the point already. When you generalize men or women, it just comes off as ignorant, and I don't deal with ignorant people.
I was gonna name this video why men suck in 2021, but I think I'm just gonna have it as why dating sucks because it does go both ways. Like, I feel you, it goes both ways because some women are sucking out here and are subpar as well. But I don't date women. I wish I did, but I don't. I'm just like not attracted to women.
It's really weird when women say that because most women don't even like women as friends, but they swear they would date them.
In that way and on a romantic level. Before we even start, let me just say this. This doesn't really have to like really do with me because most of the guys I talked to have not been that horrible. I think I've talked to like one horrible guy that was like, well, two, that was like disgusting, but everybody else was like really, they weren't bad for the most part. They just weren't my husband and I knew it. And I'm looking for a husband out here. So I'm really like using like other women's stories and what I see and like my peers and what they tell me and just a little bit of what I went through, just a little bit, because yeah, like I said, no guy I've talked to was that horrible. They just weren't my husband and didn't do what I expected a husband to do, I guess.
So dating is trash because your homegirl said so. Moving on. The next video is called The Toxicity of the Red Pill. Now, I myself am not a member of the Red Pill community. I've always been aware of female nature from my experience in dating all types of women. But it's just too many men in this community that I don't agree with. But let's see what she has to say.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Toni Bryanne, and in today's video we are going to be discussing Kevin Samuels and his followers in the Red Pill community. So I already know what this video is going to attract: a bunch of angry men. I've already dealt with this in a previous video that I did, where in the past like 2 months it has been 100% male audience, and that video was like why dating sucks in 2021. Although I spoke very clearly on how this video reflects on both parties, and I mentioned several times in the video that men need to find their worth too.
She did her best to say that there are some good men out there, even though she thinks women should be put on a pedestal because women have kids.
What?
But that makes no sense to me because a lot of men aren't looking to have kids with most of the women they're dating, which is why the statistics say the childbirth rate is so low. Now, it could also be because more women want to have kids later on in life, when it's too late. But that's another story.
So Kevin Samuels is a part of the Red Pill community. So I'm going to break down what the Red Pill community is. Okay, so according to the Business Insider, I looked it up. So the Red Pill is known as the weird new cult for men who don't understand women. That's what they came up with, but it's basically a community of men giving other men dating advice.
I thought she was just being an ass, so I looked it up, and yup, Business Insider made the article, and it was a man that wrote it. Now, if we're being honest, he looks like a pushover, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
However, I feel that the dating advice given by the red pill community is in a very toxic and misogynistic way, and it does not help those men at all. So I do find some of the things that, for instance, Kevin Samuels says, there's many men a part of that community, but I don't watch that content. I don't watch Kevin Samuels, but Kevin Samuels is the most popular, so I tend to see him pop up here and there from other people's perspectives, speaking on him and speaking on what he says. So some of the things that Kevin Samuels says, I don't necessarily disagree with. I feel like a lot of things are important. I feel like it is good that men are having an outlet to hear from another man besides just making moves on their own, especially in the Black community, because as we know, statistically, a lot of Black men or Black fathers are not in the household. So a lot of Black men are just growing up with their mothers, and I think it's still very important for Black men to have men in their households, a father figure. So a lot of them don't have that. So I think that this is a really good push. It was a good push, but I think the delivery was so wrong on how a lot of these spokespersons or spokespeople for the red pill community advocate.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with that. It's kind of like the feminist movement, though. On one hand, there are women that just want to be treated equally, which I agree with. And on the other hand, there are women that want the world just handed to them just because they're female.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, and we can't say female. It's offensive.
What?
So like I said, I believe a lot of things that Kevin Samuels says are true. However, he delivers all this information to the wrong community. A lot of Kevin Samuels supporters are not these high quality men that Kevin Samuels speaks of. For instance, Kevin Samuels considered a high quality man or a high profile man because I believe he has money, I'm sure. I mean, he has quite the large platform, so I'm assuming he has money. And he is an older man from what he considers to be high status.
Yeah, no. That's where you're wrong. Kevin is speaking to the right audience, the average man. See, Kevin is trying to get the average woman to stop overlooking the average man. Women come on his show not even knowing what high-valued men want. So here's how it works. Women come on his show, says she wants a high-valued guy. He explains to her that she isn't a high-valued woman. Now, it may be because of her attitude, it may be because of her looks. She may be even educated and successful, but a high-valued guy will not marry a woman that's unattractive or masculine, even if she's educated, because most high-valued men don't care about your PhD.
I'm a PhD.
So ladies, if you're average, you should be looking for an average man, like the men in his audience. These guys aren't looking for Beyonce. Some of these average guys are good men looking to get married, but the average woman is overlooking them because they're looking to date a 9, but they're a 4.
So I believe he is one of those. But a lot of the men that he has as supporters are very angry men that never were able to get a woman, or at least an attractive woman, from their standards. They still live at home. They don't have a great job. And overall, they're just angry with what the world left them with. They're angry at the world. So this causes them to really hate women because a lot of women don't even want them. They're not even in those women's calibers. So they decide to hate all women, and they use the red pill community as a source to spew out their hatred for women, specifically Black women.
Yeah, your bias is showing now because you really don't know if that's true or not. There's no data to prove it's a bunch of broke guys in his audience like you described. I don't like to show The View, but I wouldn't say most of the women that watch it are angry, bitter, overweight, old single ladies that can't keep a man. Honestly, I feel like that's right, but I wouldn't say it.
Slow it down. I just dissed you.
Angry, bitter, overweight, old single ladies that can't keep a man.
That's terrible.
About The View's audience because I can't prove it. But as adults, we must always remember that your feelings are not facts. And yeah, sometimes these guys go way too far with the disrespect towards Black women, which is why I don't associate with the red pill. And when I see it, I make videos on it saying something. Because all Black men don't think like these guys do. But you also have to understand most of their dating experiences are with Black women. And let's be honest, hurt people, both men and women.
So I tend to see the red pill community being a very toxic, degrading, and malicious platform. And kind of like the definition said online, it's like a cult. I definitely feel like they are a cult. It's just so much negativity in that community and they feed off of that. I've seen certain men react to my videos. I don't watch the videos because I don't care to. I just kind of block whoever made the video because I don't know why you're watching my content anyway. That makes you so upset. And the comments are disgusting. Like, it's like they really want you to grab a rope and end it all. Like, that's like their intention. Now,
So you're not gonna watch my video?
Oh, I wish I could, but I don't want to.
so like I said, I don't necessarily find Kevin Samuels' advice to be horrible. I agree with some of the things he says, but many of the things he says, I feel like it's very misogynistic, not pro-black at all. And his followers take in that advice. So I would say I think his delivery just kind of sucks. He needs to have a better delivery, and then his followers just kind of run with that. They run with what he says, even though Kevin Samuels isn't really speaking for them, but they support him because Kevin makes them feel like they are that high quality man when they really probably aren't. And I think the advice given is very toxic for men who are not of high status society-wise because they start believing they are.
What does he say that's misogynistic or pro-black? I need examples because every woman says that, never provides proof. Oh, and men that are not high valued know they're not high valued. The world doesn't tell men they're handsome when they're not. There are no cheerleaders in a fat guy's comment saying, "Yes, King, you killing it." That never happens for the fat guy.
So I feel like a lot of his supporters constantly degrade women's looks for no reason. It'll be a beautiful woman or it'll be a woman that I would say is even regular, but they're so quick to call someone ugly because Kevin Samuels says it's okay to call a woman a 4 when a woman thinks she's a 7 or a woman thinks she's a 9. Like, that's just, it's weird to me.
Fellas, I hope y'all not in the comments calling ugly women ugly. Nah, but seriously, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
And what annoys me the most when it comes to that, because Kevin Samuels will particularly have black women go on his lives, he will automatically disrespect a black woman and call her less than what she really is. And I feel like that's not okay because black women, us as black women, we already go through enough. Society already tells us we're ugly. Society already tells us that we're not good enough. And you trying to degrade a black woman by saying she's a 4 when she's saying she's a 7, I just don't think that's okay. And I know he thinks it's helping a woman by saying, well, you're actually a 4. That does not, no. First of all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And if a girl thinks she's a 7, but she really is a 4, what is your purpose in saying that? And what is that going to do for her?
Society does try to put down the black woman's look. I agree. But I love black women. I'm married to a black woman. So I'm telling you the truth. The term beauty is in the eye of the beholder is one of the most dangerous things women say to each other. Because everyone is not a winner. Some women die alone. So if I can tell a young lady while she's young to get in the gym so she can be attractive, so her looks on the inside can match what she looks like on the outside, and if I can tell an attractive woman to fix her attitude so her looks on the outside match her looks on the inside, why would I lie to her and say she's fine just the way she is? No, the she isn't. And you telling her she's fine the way she is may make her feel good at the time, but you're hurting her in the long run. Because if she's a 4 personality-wise or looks-wise, the odds of her attracting a man that's a 9 are super low. Look at Lizzo. You ladies are in her comments telling her she's beautiful. But the men she wants don't want her. And that hurts. You see her crying all the time about it. Honestly, we all need work. None of us are perfect. So if you see my flaws, say something because I want to improve on them. I want to be the best version of me. And if you cared about women, well, you would want the same for them. But anyways, if you like this video, check out my Myron Gaines Let's Talk About the Black Woman video. I'm out.